How's it going, boys? I'm here with another Vancouver Canucks Legends GM mode. And last time I asked you the question about our second line just because Panarin wasn't doing the greatest, and I was a little worried about that, but I'm really happy with how our team is doing. So instead of making a move, I'm just going to wait it out for now. I'm going to keep this team how it is for now. Maybe if we start losing, I switch out Clarkson or somebody for Kruger and get him back in there. There's some things I can do without going ahead and making a trade. So I'm going to go ahead and wait it out. But if those guys still aren't doing good by the trade deadline, I'm going to want to help improve this team. Like, be buyers at the trade deadline. So they will be on the hot seat or the chopping block, whatever you want to call it. I actually do want to take a look at our trading block because I don't think, Clarkson wasn't up there like I wanted him to be. So let's go ahead and throw him up there, see if we can get some trades for him. If not, I think I'll be buying him out at the end of the year. Alright, so let's just go ahead and keep simulating. I mean, we've gone through the first 2 months. We're 15, 7, and 3. I say we just keep going along, and we can see how we keep doing then. Now this team, during the live stream, I said this team is now a playoff contender. Or, playoff contender. Meaning that I think we'll make the playoffs, but I really don't think we have a shot at the cup. Now, the way the team has been performing, we may be 1 or 2 pieces away from a Stanley Cup. Just based on what I'm seeing right now. But I don't want to go ahead and get somebody who is signed to a long-term... Ooh, okay, so Roberto Luongo is unhappy right now. He doesn't like Kennins, he doesn't like Matthews. That's not good. Alright, well, I just got to appease him for now. Hopefully he retires at the end of the year. But what was I saying? I was saying, I think we may be 1 or 2 pieces away from a Stanley Cup. I really don't think that's in the picture for this year. Let's go ahead and edit the scouting assignment right here. Forwards, OHL, 6 weeks. Like I said, I just don't... Oh my goodness, we lost 7-0 to LA. I'm just now seeing that. I really don't think a Stanley Cup is in the immediate future of this team. Although I would love for it to be. I think if we just, if we all get hot at the right time, maybe then. But I just don't think, this team can do it. As much as I would love for this team to do it, and we got a great young center there in Bo Horvat. We got some good young players that I really think can make this team great in the future. But I don't think a Stanley Cup's in our immediate future, and we are doing fantastic right now, apart from a really bad loss to LA. I mean, this team is looking very solid. Yeah, several 4-3 victories and a couple in overtime, but maybe our defense isn't that solid. I know our second line defense, or like our second forward line, isn't very good defensively. So we just gotta play past that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the points. Marcus Naslund leading the team. Gustav Nyquist with 40 points as well. Austin Matthews not having the best rookie season so far. He's kind of dropped off a little bit. Scott Stevens still one of the leaders on the team. I think I did make his shooting a little bit too good. Because, I mean, he's got 17 goals so far. I mean, I'm not unhappy with that. I think I'm going to go ahead and switch Sami Vatanen with him. And then throw Lindholm down on the second line there. Just to help give a little more offense to the first line, a little more defense to that second line. Because I know Hampus Lindholm is a two-way defender, but he's got really good defense. So maybe the second forward line will benefit a little bit from that. Because, I mean, Marcus Granlund's bad at defense. Bo Horvat is... he's a very good two-way forward. I think he would be a great second, maybe third line center. And Artemi Panarin not good at defense either. So we need to, if we do try and find a guy to improve this team, We need to find a guy, a good two-way forward. I would say Marian Hossa if he wasn't so old and had such a big cap hit, but somebody along those lines. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and keep simulating. I want to go... let's go to the 1st of March. And then, if those guys still aren't doing good, then I'll look to make a trade. Try and get a piece to help improve this team. But, I mean, this team is... Oh, man, this team is fantastic. I just think we need a little more defense on that second line. And somebody who can play defense and somebody who can score. And I don't think there are too many young players in the NHL who can do that, who would be reasonable for a second line. Like, when I think of guys who can play defense and who can score, the first guy that comes to my mind, honestly, is Gabriel Landeskog. The front office is making smart decisions. Well, thanks a lot. I think we got a good group here. There we go. Hold team meeting. Play smart, play with passion, play our game, boys. Don't let emotion overcome you. And all that good stuff. There we go. Alright, actually at the All-Star break, I'm going to stop it here, and I'm going to take a look at our goaltender situation and see how that's doing. Oh, there we go. Got a nice win against the Islanders, and a win against San Jose. Coming into the All-Star break here. There we go, we're 30, 14, and 3. I really like how this team is doing. Gonna completely ignore the points. I need to take a look at our goalies and see how these two are working. Oh my, Subban needs to get more playing time than this. You guys were saying about doing manual goalie or manual goaltender changes. I think I might switch to that because Subban needs to be getting more time here. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the league settings. There we go. And auto-rotate goalies off. This will be the first time that I've ever really done this. And the comment that said to do that was to put it at a two-loss ratio or whatever. So if you lose 2 games in a row, then I'm going to switch. So you go on a hot streak, win 5 games in a row, be my guest. That's great for the team. Yeah, so alright, let's go ahead and go to the first game against Arizona. I'm going to go ahead and sim past that. Oh, so yeah, if you lose 2 games, you're out, and I'll put in the other goalie. So if you go on a hot streak, like we get a win there against Arizona, you stay in the net. There we go, against Colorado. Ooh, okay, we lost. We got shut out. Oh, crap. Let me go to the scouting assignment. Where is it? Scouting. Here we go. Alright, edit scouting assignment. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the WHL defenseman for 4 weeks or a month. There we go. Alright, alright, back to the calendar. There we go. Alright, game against LA. Come on, Malcolm Subban. I want you to win this. And he doesn't. He loses, so it's time to switch goalies now. You know, I really hate how long this is going to take, but Subban deserves more time. And yeah, I think this is the only way to give it to him. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate the next 2 games. Win and a win. Okay, so Luongo's really proven that he can be the goalie for us. I'm going to go ahead and simulate the next 2 games as well. And a win against Columbus and a loss to Edmonton. Ooh, okay, so he's got 1 loss to him so far. And an overtime loss to Carolina, 6-5. Wow, you gave up 6 goals. That's terrible. Got to get you out of there. Now, if you did see up at the top, it said Marcus Kruger was upset with ice time, so I'm going to go ahead and throw him in there. Because I really do like him as a player. He is really good defensively. And I really want him to stay happy on this team. So, he's got 84 face-offs. Chris Kelly has 79. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, crap. I need to edit the goalies. So yeah, I would need him to stay happy. I think he can be a good player for us. Maybe a little pricey, but he really helps us out right now when we're struggling to hit the cap floor. There we go. All right, next 2 games. Malcolm Subban, this is your chance. Gotta take it. And a loss to Calgary. Oh, come on. There we go. Overtime win to Toronto. Game against St. Louis. Come on. You got to get this win, Subban. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You got to win games if you want to keep playing some more. Game against Minnesota. All right, we lose. So he goes 2-2. You know, not bad, I guess. But I don't know. This is his 2nd full season. I don't know. I don't know what we should really be expecting from him. I think he's a really good goalie. But you guys were saying to go ahead and get Roberto Luongo just because you didn't think he was a solid starter. And just based on what I'm seeing here, that, yeah, you guys were right about that. And I think a big reason that we are good this year is because we do have Luongo. And as I say that, he loses his first game. Game against Florida, his former team. And we get a shootout win. There we go. Game against Tampa. But yeah, I really think he is a big reason to why this team is good right now. I'm going to go ahead and edit the scouting assignment. Let's go ahead and go to the QMJHL defenseman for 1 month. There we go. Alright, game against Ottawa. Can we get the win? And we do. He stays in the net. And going up to the trade deadline, we lose to Anaheim. So here at the trade deadline, I'm going to take a look at how they're doing right after I switch Subban with Luongo with Subban. There we go. I'm going to take a look at how the second line is doing, and if they're not doing so good, I'll explore some trade options and let you know what is possible and what you guys kind of want to go after. So first off, I want to take a look at the goalies. Subban's now played 16 games. He's 7-6-1. Not a bad save percentage, not a bad goals against average. He's not doing terrible. He's a solid backup. He's still improving. I mean, how many games did he get last year? He only got 23 games last year, so I want to get him some more games than last year, but he needs to be performing if he wants to get those opportunities. So as we go into the player stats now, let's go ahead and see who's doing the best. Marcus Naslund, 69 points. He is absolutely fantastic. He's a legend. Obviously, he's going to be doing good for us. Gustav Nyquist, 59 points. 22 goals for him. That's what I'd like to see. Austin Matthews with 54. You know, this is his rookie season. I'm going to cut him some slack here. I think he's going to be a great player for the future. He's already improved 1 overall just by being with us. And his defense is not the greatest. I'd like to see that up a little higher. But yeah, I mean, he's a very solid player, so can't ask for anything more from him. Bo Horvat with 46 points, Scott Stevens with 45. He's got the 2nd most goals on the team. Marcus Granlund with 42, Artemi Panarin with 39. See, I think this third line could be a little better, but they're actually not doing so bad now. I will still explore some trade options to get a better second line right wing or something like that. Vatanen and Lindholm are doing really well. Vatanen's actually improved a little bit. Lindholm's gone down a little bit in points since we made that switch. I think the team as a whole has been better since that, though. And Brandon Sutter, only 21 points on that third line. Luke Glendening with 19. Yannick Hansen with 18. Chris Kelly with 18. Brian Campbell with 16. I was really hoping a little bit more from him, especially being an offensive defenseman. He's got solid stats, but, you know, he is playing with Jason Demers, who is, I'd say, more of a defensive guy. So, yeah, I mean, everybody's not doing so bad. Kruger and Clarkson have basically been split in time, and I think Kruger's definitely the better player. I mean, he's got better offensive stats. Clarkson is not even as good defensively. So maybe, hopefully he retires after this year. If not, hopefully we get a trade option for him or something, because I'll have to buy him out if we don't get a trade for him. So I'll be right back in a second. I'm going to go ahead and explore the options of getting a better right winger on that second line. I'll be back in a sec. Alright boys, I've been doing some looking, and this is the way I see it. There are like 3, technically 5 options, however you want to put it. The first option is Seth Griffith. I believe he's a guy who can contribute now. He'd be a very decent second line right winger. He's decently defensively. He's not great by any means, but I believe he can put the puck in the net, and I think that'd be somebody good to play with Artemi Panarin. The other guy that I kind of pair up alongside him is Elias Lindholm, however you want to pronounce it. Same thing, he's not great defensively, he's decent, but he can put the puck in the back of the net, and he's better defensively than the guys that we have now. The second option is only one guy, and that would be Marian Hossa, because he has such little trade value. I think he might retire after this season, and he is 89 overall. He's still a second line winger. He's great defensively. He's good offensively. I said I wanted to get a guy like Marian Hossa, so why not Marian Hossa himself? Now the third option is 2 players, either of which I think could fill the role. Actually, no, I think it's 3 players. Nashville's James Neal, a little bit pricey in terms of trade value, but he can put the puck in the back of the net, and he is better than average on defense. The second guy in there is Wayne Simmons, who again, pricey in the terms of trade value, but he can play defense very well, and he can actually put the puck in the back of the net pretty good as well. Now the third option there is TJ Oshie. He's the second option as a right winger in Washington, so I think he'd be the best out of those 3 for option number 3. He's alright at putting the puck in the back of the net. I think Wayne Simmons is a little bit better at scoring and all of that, but I think Oshie's just a tiny bit better defensively. So yeah, I kind of lump all those guys in together. So this is the way I put it. A young guy that can help us out a little more in the future than right now. Marian Hossa, who's a guy for right now. Or guys that can help us right now and the future, but will be really hard to get, and that I'll have to trade a lot to get them. So let me know what you guys think of that. And if you guys don't want me to trade and you just want me to stick it out, I will do that. If you want me to trade and try and get one of those guys to help us out with our playoff run, I will do that. Just let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time.